So, I said that Satrapi is immensely interesting and magnetic. And I said that I liked her because she's funny, intelligent, strong-willed, open-minded, skeptical, and rebellious. And I will later back this up with evidence from the book. And I also said that her easygoing but still intelligent perspective on life, with all the jokes that she says, gives the book an insightful and thought-provoking tone. And because she's not afraid to ask questions and stand out in a crowd, I feel like this would inspire readers like me to be more like this themselves. And Satrapi presents readers many personal scenes into her adolescence, which add to these characteristics that readers perceive her as. Charismatic, unafraid, outspoken, and a threat to the authoritative regime present in her country. And one instance of her charismatic nature is when she says on page 10, "The year of the revolution I had to take action." And then to her friend she says while dressed up in a Che Guevara suit, "Today my name is Che Guevara," while she has a rifle loaded with ammo. Which is definitely an exaggeration because, or at least I'm pretty sure, because I don't think kids at that time would be allowed to have a rifle if they were just civilians. And I said that this scene shows the inner dragon-like nature of her, which drives her to actually do stuff about the things she doesn't like about society. And it's also got her sense of humor and a part of her identity in it too, because she depicts herself to be like the communist revolutionary that she strongly looks up to. And that image would be right here. It says, "The year of the revolution I had to take action, so I put my prophetic destiny aside for a while." So obviously she's saying that this was very important to her and she wanted to do something about it. She wanted to contribute to fighting for the revolution, or fighting against the revolution. And obviously, she most likely did not actually have this outfit. It was just an exaggeration of what she felt inside, and it was a moment in her imagination that she had from her childhood. But it also shows us realistically how she is strong-willed and outspoken and likely well-educated, because most 10-year-olds don't know who Che Guevara is, and she does, so she knows something. And, right, and then I also said her intellect and drive to search, to satisfy her curiosities, is evident when she tells us about the history and ideas she learned from reading, specifically concerning revolutions, wars, philosophies, political stuff. And this was all done when she was only 10 years old. I mean, the 10-year-olds that I know aren't reading about that kind of literature. And, for example, this is evident on page 12 when she says, "To enlighten me they bought books. I knew everything about the children of Palestine, about Fidel Castro, about the revolutionaries of my country. But my favorite book was entitled Dialectic Materialism." And evidently, Satrapi is a well-informed child, which affects the readers by influencing them to be more like this themselves and be more informed about things they care about and just read more in general, which is definitely a good thing. And from this, I feel like Satrapi is revealing a hidden thing that some people may not think to do, even though it's not that hidden, like reading books all the time. But most people don't think to do that because they're so distracted, and Satrapi is just reminding them that books exist, I guess. And in the book, here it is. Here's the little cartoon of her with all of her books. And we can see that's a lot of books. Right, Fidel Castro, Palestine, Vietnamese people that were killed by Americans, and the revolutionaries of her country. So she's definitely well educated about political and things related to that topic. And another example of her being outspoken and charismatic is on page 38, as she's talking to her maid and thinking critically of how her maid is in a lower social class and has a very different life from her. She says, "When I finally understood the reasons for the revolution, I made my decision." And she then says, "Tomorrow we are going to demonstrate." And then her maid says, "But we're not allowed." And she insists, "We are going anyway." And it's clear to me from these and similar instances relating to Satrapi's strong willpower that Satrapi is the type of person that leads and not follows, and will be looked up to by people for this. And here's that cartoon. Alright, hope that wasn't too long. Thank you.